Good afternoon. This is Kyle from Books and Boards. Today is the day after Labor Day. It's September 2nd, 2025. This is day 16 of my 100 Days of Video challenge that I'm doing. And today all the kids are at school and the 2-year-old is off with grandma. So it's kind of a day to get things done. We got a lot to do. We had a big weekend. A lot of orders still needed to be shipped out this morning. My wife took care of those. We got a lot of back stock that needs to be pulled because we really didn't do any listing over the weekend. We tried to keep it a family weekend, and I think we were pretty successful at doing that. I just wrapped up the August numbers. We sold 519 units in the month of August for a total gross profit of $6,425. And that comes out to $12.38 per game or per unit. Again, the way I calculate, most of what we sell is complete games. There's going to be some complete Lego sets, complete play sets, things like that. So I just consider it a unit, as well as the pieces. We usually typically get about 8 pieces per game. So I calculate every 8 pieces is a unit. So that's where those numbers come from. We're still about half of what our goal is. I haven't really talked about any of our goals on these videos, but since August is done, this kind of makes more sense now. We're trying to get to a goal of $10,000 per month. So we're still not quite there yet. It is still above our yearly average. So at least I think we're headed in the right direction. And obviously with Q4, things should pick up. The challenge is once Q4 is over is to maintain those numbers. Some other important numbers are how many units we purchased in the month of August. We purchased 617 units, and we listed 496. So again, we're about half of where we want to be. And if we're going to get to our goal, we really got to step it up. We basically have to double everything that we're doing to get there. And it's not going to be easy, but now that the kids are back at school, summer is pretty much over. Hopefully that's the catalyst, and it's going to be Q4 soon. So hopefully all those things wrapped up together should give us a nice boost going into next year. As far as today goes, again, we had a lot to ship out. My daughter cleaned a bunch of games over the weekend right here. So I've got, with the back stock and with all the games that she cleaned, I've got a lot to list. So I might even try to get 2 days worth, 30 for yesterday and 30 for today. I might try to get 60 done today. We'll see. Yeah, I will check in. I'm going to start listing here soon. So, yeah. Just thought I'd show you everything going on. We got a couple large orders. One is like 5 or 6 games, and this was like a large toy. And here's everything else. So again, we already shipped a bunch of it on Saturday. So this is from Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday. So quite a bit going out. That's what we like to see on after a weekend. So as I mentioned, my daughter, my 12-year-old, decided that she wanted to help out this weekend, so she cleaned a bunch of games. Got a lot cleaned for us. A lot of that stuff that was over there. So that was nice. We've got a lot of back stock to pull today. Got 18 games if we have everything. See, we'll start over here. Family Feud After Hours. Family Feud After Hours. Kind of getting back to August here. Oh, I need that platinum edition. In July, I had a goal of getting 30 games listed every single day. And I was successful for most days. It definitely helped us with our sales and getting through much more inventory. But I definitely felt the strain of working that much, and I kind of lost connection with my family a little bit, and felt a little burnt out. So in August, I decided that I wasn't going to be so hard on myself, and really try to keep the weekends available, at least as much as I could. This category's junior. I really wanted to keep weekends for family, for getting things done around the house. I also kind of saw it as an opportunity to need this too. Tick tick boom. Saw it as an opportunity to do things for the business that I didn't normally do. Was able to focus on things that could expand the business. Alright, I lost my place here. Where are we? Crack the case. Down here. So I saw it as an opportunity to do things that weren't getting done. Because when you put your head down, it's great in the short term, but if you just put your head down for too long, you can find yourself looking up and not really knowing where you're going. So for August, I wanted to take the opportunity to spend a little more time doing those extra things, especially for the business. And it allowed me to be a little more flexible on my weekends. Instead of sitting down and doing the grind on the weekend, I was able to focus on some other things. What else? Life 2007. Life 2007. Now, obviously, during the week, I was still. My point was to sit in that chair and list. But after spending more weekends doing other things, it definitely felt that like things were a little more balanced, which obviously was the goal. There we go. Some of the things we started in August. Hang on. Balloon Lagoon. Let me grab a couple games here before I keep talking. Because otherwise I don't grab the games, which is kind of the point of this whole thing. Oh, there we go. Balloon Lagoon. And here. Obviously one of the things that I started in August was this YouTube channel. I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel. Have made a few attempts at starting one, but never really did much with it. But we kind of felt like it was time to get it started. We also started Facebook. My wife, we had a Facebook page. We've had one for a while now. But my wife finally went back to it and just, made it her goal to post something every day. And she's been very successful at it. And that's the Facebook page is starting to gain some traction. She's getting followers. So that's really nice. So yeah, the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and what else am I grabbing here? Hold on a second. It's so hard to talk and do things. I need... What do I need? Says I'm supposed to grab a Mind Flex, but I have a feeling that it's the one that I grabbed last week. And I just forgot to take it off my inventory list. I have a feeling that's what happened. Because I do not see it. Bed bugs. Do we have the bed bugs game? Where's the bed bugs game? There it is. All right. As I was saying, one of the other things that we did in August was we started exploring some other categories that follow the same sort of the same pattern or can kind of fit into our machine that we've developed for the games. I've done a video on Legos. I've done some video on some like play set figures and toys. So we're trying to expand a little bit, hoping that will kind of give us a little bit more variety in what we're selling, so that we're not just doing games and relying on game sales. I mean, obviously that's still the bulk of what we do and what we want to be known for, but it is nice to have some other options, especially for sourcing purposes. Board games, while there are a lot of them out there, it is not a category that is quite as wide as something like, say, clothing. So we kind of had to expand it a little bit. But yeah, so taking those weekends to kind of focus on that stuff has really helped us take those first steps, which is nice. Alright, looks like the rest of the stuff I need to grab is down in the basement. So I'm going to go grab those, and then I'm going to get listing. Alright, that's it for today. I did manage to get 30 listings done. I'm considering starting on the next 30 like I had talked about. I've got plenty of games clean, so I may still do that, at least get set up for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll maybe talk a bit about what we're planning on for September, what our goals are and whatnot. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.